draw your grain line. So I have a straight line on my paper right here. Usually I iron it because it's curling, but skip that. So all you have to do is take your torso sloper, line it, line it up and trace it off on the grain line. So this is an extra sloper, building your library, okay? So you should have a whole set. Ultimately, you'd have a pant block, pant sloper, a sleeve, you have your basic bodice, you have a 2-dart basic bodice, you have a 1-dart basic, now you have the contour bodice, now you're gonna have the torso, and now you're in the contour torso, and you use them for different things, which I was just talking to Michelle about, and that's why I'm explaining it, so you guys understand. She was asking me. So the contour torso sloper is for using on more fitted styles. So the regular torso, this one has a lot of ease in it. So Angie's already finished her fit muslin, and you can see it fits more like a blazer. It's got room for a set-in sleeve. It's got ease in it around it. You know, it's not snug, right? So that's what this does. This is going to give you a snug fit for that strapless look, or something that has a cutout arm or a deep back. If you want to have a really tight umpire under the bust, you can use that contour guide right here, get it more fitted, because our torso sloper has a lot of ease in it, has a lot of space, okay? So that's why we're doing this. This is extra credit. If you guys show me this, I'll give you an extra 20 points, and you get to have, you know, get to have it in your library. So I literally trace the shape, trace my armhole notch, trace my dart. I want to transfer on my vanishing point, my apex. I'm not going to transfer this dart because I want you guys to do it differently. But this dart and this dart too, these darts are going to change on the contour guide, because instead of having our dart, whatever it is, I did 3 inches on mine. Some of you did 3 1/4. If your first dart is lining up with your apex, then you can transfer it. So, but I think most of you, your first dart is slightly off. It's not directly dropped down from the apex. So for this, we are dropping it directly from the apex, okay? It's not gonna be off center. It's gonna be, here's my apex and here's the dart, drop straight down. So this distance might change. So if you were using the 3 inch, mine ended up being 3 1/4 from the edge, okay? So I'm not gonna transfer this. I will transfer my horizontal balance line here. And I'll transfer my waist. Okay. So then I can take this away. Don't need it anymore. I just need my 18-inch graphic ruler. And we're gonna draw in that balance line straight across. It should be perfectly square from your center front. And I always put a T at my apex. I'm trying to teach everyone, and it's like a 1/4 inch T like that, and I do it on all my vanishing points too. It just makes it easier to see it. I can see it when I'm looking at your work. Everyone can see it. So this is a T, and I want you guys to write apex here, because a lot of people are struggling. They don't know where their apex is. They don't understand the difference. So everyone put apex here, and then we know vanishing point is backed off. Then we're drawing in our dart legs. Take your time, draw them in correctly, not like me. All right, so now I'm gonna drop that a squared line from my apex so I can start doing the darts. So a little different. And both ways are valid. So I'm really anal about this. I want this, you should be too. So I wanna make sure this is square. So it's 3 1/4, so I want to make sure this is like just under 3 1/4 all the way down. Sorry, it's not 3 1/4, it's 3 3/4 all the way down. So I recommend doing this so you make sure that it's perfectly squared, and we're going to go down 4 inches below the waist, right? So I'm going to draw in my waist, and I want to go 4 inches down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone tell me what time it is. Keep me.
It's 11:06.
Okay, good. Okay. So here's the bottom of my first dart. I'm squaring down. Now my dart is 3/8 on each side. It's a 3/4 inch dart, so you're gonna do that. You're gonna 1, 2. You're gonna draw in your darts. Everyone's are a little bit different, right? And remember, our vanishing points is inch below the bust, right? So you guys already know how to do this. You're just transferring this over. The only change is I'm having you put the dart in like this, and then from here, you measure over 1.5 inches, just like we did on the torso sloper. So I'm measuring over 1.5 inches. Boom. And now I'm going to do my next dart. So my dart is 3/4, like this. And it's 2 inches below my bust level, 1 inch below here. Okay, and then you're drawing these in. Does everyone get that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's kind of a repeat. The only change is where this first dart starts. This is still 1.5 inches. This now is on mine. It's 1, 2, 3 and 3 3/8. So that's going to change a little bit. Okay. Does everyone see this? Is everyone following? This is your new dart, right? Okay. So now you're going to do the same thing we did on our contour bodice, the basic bodice. You're going to draw in the radius. So remember, we use this tool. If you want to use a compass, you can use a compass. But hopefully you still have this tool. And draw in your bust radius. Oh, tape. Not good. Okay. So a repeat, nothing new. Okay, then the next thing you're gonna do, let's do the between the bus. So just, it's the same as on your contour guide. You're gonna measure out 3/8. So 3/8 above that balance line and 3/8 below.
Miss Glee,
Yes.
you're stepping on her thing. She's trying to get it.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then 3 this way. And then you take that back to the apex, drawing a little leg, right? Just like you did on the first one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all the way through, but I'll try to do some. So this is number 5. And it's 3/8 and 3/8. So this is for those like cleavage styles, right? If your style line is coming like this, boom, and touches in here, right? Then you're gonna be activating these, okay? Then the next one we'll do the neck cutout. So you gotta measure your neck and find the center. So use your measuring tape, do it correctly, right, and find the center. I'm just gonna eyeball it for speed. You guys are gonna measure, find the center, and then draw that down to the apex. Then on this radius line, you measure out a 1/4 inch, and you always go towards the center front, okay? So 1/4 inch, going towards the center front. And now I'm going to connect that little 1/4 inch line up to my neck, and then I'm going to connect it to the apex. And this is the same thing you guys did on your contour guide. 1/4 inch. So these two are the same. This is just a review. And that's number 1. So you can look at your notes for that. Then we're gonna do number 2, and that's the armhole cutout, and that's the apex to the shoulder tip. So I'm gonna draw a line from the apex to the shoulder tip, and then I measure 3/8 on that radius towards the center front. This is my center front. So 3/8, I'm gonna use the tape because 3/8 is gonna curve. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm connecting that back to the apex. Okay, I'm connecting that up. The shoulder slope cutout is the same as on your contour guide. You find the center, measure 1/8 of an inch in, mark that, and then draw those straight back, okay? So that's the same thing. I'm not really gonna get too much into that. And that's number 8, and this is number 2, and this is 3/8. I'm gonna do, so this is, I think this is 7. So remember, this is super simple. We're just gonna measure in 1/2, and we're gonna bring, so it might be a little tricky because you see the darts there and you guys might get kind of confused. So what I'm doing is I'm just holding my ruler up to my new 1/2 inch, and I'm just going like this and going like this. Okay, so that's all I have to do. Now let's do the strapless. So strapless is, we're gonna take the center of the shoulder. You guys are gonna measure it with the tape and find the center and connect it to the apex. And then we're gonna measure towards the center front, 7/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a big jump. So 7/8 is 3/8 and 1/4, and this guy too. So this is number 3. So this is taking the place of both 1, 2, and 3. So that's why it's 7/8. So if you use the strapless contour guide, which is this one, number 6, you're not gonna engage these other ones. Does that make sense? But we can talk about that more later. You just need to make the guide for now. Okay? So 1, 2, 3 is the sleeveless armhole with ease. And that's just below this curve. So here's my curve, the bottom of the curve. That's where you're kind of eyeballing it. That's where I want to draw my line, my contour guideline. And I'm connecting that to that apex, and it's a 1/4 inch towards the center front. And on these, I'm measuring from the radius. Did you notice that? On this one, I'm measuring up here on the armhole. Okay, this one's on the radius, this one's on the radius. These two I'm measuring from the center front. So these two are a little different. They're not on the radius. So I'm measuring out a 1/4 inch, and then I take that back to the apex. Okay, so that's a 1/4. And again, it's going towards that direction, towards the center front. And that's number 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is the umpire. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? This is a half. So the last one is number 4, and that's this umpire. And it's going to be 3/8. So I'm measuring out 3/8 from this first dart, from that leg out this way, and this leg out that way. So I'm going to use my curvy tape. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then I'm connecting that back to the apex. Okay, and then I'm connecting that down here to the waist. So this one is a little bit different than this guy. So this one's the same. This one's a little different. It's only 3/8. 2 is different, 6 is different, and 4 is different. So just double checking. 3/8 this way and this way. It comes like this and then goes down to the waist. I think that's it. Wait, let me finish the start so you guys don't get confused. Any questions on that? This little T just makes it easier to read the work and see it from a distance. Keeps us all on the same page. You guys will need to punch all of these. I punch them at the waist. I do those 3. I do the vanishing point. You'll probably want to punch this too. Do it on your torso sloper too. You'll want to notch these guys, notch this guy, hole punch here, hole punch this guy, and that's the front. And then label it. So your name. The only room is really down here. Call it the Contour Torso Guide. That's what we're calling it. Front and size.
So there's never a time where you would activate that second dart unless it's a style line? No, not even if it's a style line. You could cut through it, but it wouldn't.
So you can pivot this dart out if you're doing
that
and
dart
this
there.
dart,
That one, yes.
there's different things you can do with this if you don't want it. You can, mine is pretty small. It's only 3/4, I believe. So I could kind of bring my waist in a little here. And I don't know, if I had a seam here, I could maybe bring it in a little here or something and get rid of the dart. You can slice, if you're doing strapless, I did this with Carol, and you're going like this, and your princess line is going to cut, say it's cutting through here, like this. You can, you can do a pivot and transfer. You can slice up to here. Don't film me right now.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm trying to figure it out.